Tell us, what are the main areas for concerns in relation to drugs in rental properties?
Yeah, we've found that the main areas for the cannabis cultivation is generally in new estates, new housing estates, because land and houses are relatively cheap, and if they're still under construction, there's less people in the area to be able to detect them.
Fantastic. And so what would your top tips be for property managers in identifying and dealing with drugs in rental properties?
Probably the first one is to check the referees and ensure that original documents are produced on the application process. Secondly, a little bit of research into the person that's renting, whether they've rented properties beforehand and whether they have multiples. And third, and probably the important one, is conduct inspections.
Of course. And what are the key identifiers we're looking for when we are conducting inspections that would indicate to us it's time to refer this to Victoria Police?
Yeah, probably the first one is if you're put off by the tenant, that you've booked in an inspection and it's put off by the tenant several times. That's an indication they don't want you there. If you do go and there's covering on windows and fan noises and smells, that's another indicator.
Okay. And so how do we see this problem resolving itself, being resolved, or developing over the next 10 years?
I don't think it's going to go away. All we can do is try and prevent it the best we can. I think some legislative reform around the time periods for inspections would go a lot to it, and just the cooperation between agencies and the police.
Of course. And so from a great talk today, what would the main takeaway be that you want the audience to have gotten?
Conduct inspections is the main takeaway, and the risk that's involved in it.
And if we've got a suspicion, if we think that might be a problem, we think there might be an issue, are we best to report that, or should we wait until we've got all the information?
No, you can report it on a suspicion, and then the police will conduct an investigation and either confirm or discount that house as a problem.
Fantastic.